All right, man. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Lion Show, everybody. I'm your host, your favorite business coach. I'm here with the infamous Joel, and I just really appreciate you coming on the show. I want to read this little quote, and then I'll introduce you. But his quote is, "I am infamous. I break all the rules. I walk my own path. I create my own fate, and I change the world." And I just like that. That just resonates with me. So go ahead and kind of introduce yourself, man, and tell everybody kind of what you're up to.
Well, thank you. I'm glad it inspired somebody. I kind of just wrote it one night when I was pissed off, which is pretty much every night. But my thing is, my story kind of goes like, the old classic. I was a criminal. I was a piece of shit. I spent 7 years in prison. I was a drug addict. I was an alcoholic. I was everything under the sun you could possibly, if you could check off like all the boxes of like negative shit, I had all of those. Bad upbringing, grew up in the streets, all that stuff. High school dropout. So I should not succeed at anything. Put it that way. There's nothing in the cards. High school principal who would say you'd be like $5 an hour when you grow up. When you get out of here. So, long story short, this last time I went to prison, this long stretch when I was in there for about 7 years, was the time that I was kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired. That feeling when it's like something's got to change. I don't know what. I didn't know where I was going or what I needed to do, but something had to change. And luckily, there was a lifer in there. He had nowhere to go, nothing to do, no goals, aspirations, but he was gung-ho about helping others. He was gung-ho about, like, I don't have the opportunity to go home ever, but he lived vicariously through other inmates. If he saw something in you, and he was a good guy, he saw something in you, and he said, I want you to go home and do something with yourself. I want you to do something special because I feel like I live vicariously through you guys, And he handed me this book. A lot of your audience might have heard of it. You might have heard of it. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. He said to me, read this book. It's going to change your life. I looked at him. I said, I've never read a book in my whole life. What are you talking about? Like, I was like, I think the last book I read was like, Where's Waldo in kindergarten? It's like, I'm not a reader. I'm an uneducated drug addict moron, But lo and behold, I mean, he's a big guy. He's like, like 8 feet, 300 pounds kind of guy. So it was like, I'm not going to say no to him. So I was like, okay, I'll read it, man. I was like, all right. I took it in my cell. I read it. I literally read that book. The words jumped off the page to me. The words just like grabbed me, like from the beginning to the end. If you've never read the book, I highly recommend it. And not to tell you what the entire book is about, but if you grew up poor and you were kind of ingrained in that way of thinking, you were ingrained in that poverty, like I'll never grow up to be nothing, I'll never amount to, I need a good education to get a good job, et cetera, the stuff that a lot of people's parents told them, work hard. That book flips everything on its head and made me realize that my success in my life and the money that was in my pocket was my sole responsibility and nobody else. And I didn't need to depend on an employer to pay me. I just needed to learn the right skills to make an abundance of wealth in this life. And it changed my whole outlook. After that, I started learning everything I could about business, about marketing, about sales, about branding, about you name it. Like anything that is in that entrepreneurial, spectrum, I got a book like every week off Amazon. I was always on the phone calling my family, order me this book, order me that book. Like I just couldn't stop reading. I was just addicted. I found a new addiction after that. Yeah. I had about 5 more years left in my sentence, and I said, when I get home, I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to have all this knowledge. I'm going to know everything. I'm going to have like a master's degree of business in my head. I'm going to be ready to rock and roll, And I was really excited. I even started to teach a business class while I was locked up, and I started helping other inmates start their businesses. They were going home before me. They were sending me pictures, from home, like them opening their barbershops, their food truck businesses, and all these other things. And I was just so excited. And we still talk to this day. And when I finally got my shot, I came home. I said, okay, what kind of business can I start? What's best for me? I have $50 in my pocket saved up from my 19-cent an hour job in prison. And I said, what can I do? Nothing's going to stop me. I'm ready to take on the world.
Right.
So I looked up on Google. I found this thing called affiliate marketing. And I said, oh, my God, there's a business where all I have to do is sell other people's stuff. I don't have to actually go to a physical location. I can just sit at home on my laptop. I had this crappy little laptop that my brother kind of handed me down. And it was off and running. It was like 8 straight months of me shooting YouTube videos that nobody watched, growing a Facebook group that only had one member that was my mom, and just like the growing pains of growing that affiliate marketing business until that 8-month mark when, boom, it just exploded. I made my first maybe $4,000 that month, the next month 10, the next month 15, and it just kept rising up and up and up from there. And then I turned around and, nowadays I decided to start coaching other affiliates, especially beginners. But it changed my whole life. It changed my family's life. It changed everything. And it's like, even my mom, who used to, like, when I came home, she used to hand me like applications to go work at Taco Bell or something. I'm like, Mom, no, I'm gonna start an online business. I don't need a job. She's like, okay, sure thing, whatever I love my mom, but all she knows is this drug addict, like, loser son who's never done anything with his life. So I'm sitting here telling her now, Mom, I'm gonna make 6 figures. I'm gonna have an online business. She's like, yeah, I believe you. Right. Sure.
Oh yeah, man. But I'd like to just like acknowledge, I mean, I grew up in this like a shitty situation, fucking in and out of jail, just complete piece of shit. And, a lot of people don't make it out, so I just want to fucking acknowledge, like, you've taken, kind of the suck, you flipped it on its head, and you kind of told the world, you're my bitch, I'm going to fucking make some money. So I just want to acknowledge, like, that's fucking awesome. So I want to talk to you about your affiliate, like, tactics. Okay. So like my affiliate way that I think about it is I build a website, I rank it with SEO, I do all this fucking content, I do paid media, and it works, but you have a totally different way of doing it. So maybe just talk to people about, kind of what your tactics are and what you're looking at for your business as an affiliate marketer, maybe going forward.
Sure. The way I look at it, and I always say there's a million ways to make $1 million, right? And you found your avenue, your lane. It works. They all work. What a lot of beginners tend to do is they follow like 20 gurus and they mix and match everybody's strategy, and then they can't figure out why it's not working. It's because they don't work together. They work in a vacuum. If I try to have like a blogging site and I'm on Pinterest and I'm on Instagram and I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube and I'm on Facebook and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I'm one person, It's like those gurus probably have millions of dollars and a huge staff. Start small. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. So I'm just going to explain my thing and answer your question. I believe in my philosophy, and maybe just the way I like to do it, I believe in kind of affiliate marketing being more of a monetization strategy. And what I mean by that is not so much that it in itself is a business. I believe that you yourself are the business. You are an expert at a particular topic, a particular, a specialty, something that you're good at, and everybody's good at something. And I believe that the best way to position yourself in affiliate marketing is that people come to you because of your expertise. They trust you and they trust the recommendations that you make. It's similar to what you would trust a friend who tells you that they liked a particular movie or something like that. You go see the movie based off the friend's recommendation. I think that affiliate marketing is nothing more than that. And I think that that's why I've been able to make the kind of money or success or whatever that, whatever you want to call it, is because I do put myself out there and I'm constantly at everybody's beck and call. Like that whole passive income shit. It's like it exists, but it's really hard. So for the most part, I do a lot of the dirt work. Like I'm out there. I'm always in Messenger. I think you mentioned earlier. Facebook is a big thing with me. I'm always, I try to get to the people and get to know them directly, get to know what they're going through, what they need, help them out. And because you actually listen and care and help them out on a personal level, I even go so far as to get on phone calls with them. And, you know, they're much more likely to build a relationship with you, trust you. And when they make those financial decisions and decide, okay, I'm going to buy this thing, they're going to come ask you and talk to you and make those purchasing decisions through you, because you've always been supportive. You've always been helpful. And I have, you know, not the biggest list in the world or anything, but as you read in that mission statement, a more dedicated list, because I try to find people who are similar to me in their background. People who are trying to make it and make money online. They might come from, like, you know, poverty. They come from jail. They come from drugs, whatever. They can relate to me. And I speak to them on a level that's like, wow, this guy gets me. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, that's my thing. Is when I was first coming through and I was following all these gurus, they're all like wearing these suits and Rolexes and getting off planes, and they're like, "Do you want to make money in affiliate marketing?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Well, you know, like, come work with my team and like all this shit," and I got scammed out of a lot of money. But yeah, and I felt like, well, where is the guru for somebody like me? Where's the guru who's just like, you know, pull my finger? Like, where's the regular people that I can follow? You know, I couldn't relate to any of them. So that's where kind of the infamous thing came along. Like, a friend of mine actually said it, you know, because he asked me about my history, that anybody could just Google my criminal record and stuff and it'll come up. He's like, what are you going to do if people start Googling you, like your name gets bigger and they start finding out that you have this shady past? And I was like, I mean, I guess I can't hide it. I'll just put it out there.
Yeah, man, use it for your benefit. But actually, I'd like to ask you, like, how do you do your Facebook, like your hustle? What does it look like? Like, how do you think about it? Do you have like a system? Are you just like, I mean, I know you got like some words that really hit home and you got some questions that you really try and figure out, but how do you like figure out who you're going to go after, who you're going, because you're like direct messaging a lot of people. And I know you're a smart man. You don't want to waste your time. So what are you doing that is working?
Yeah. Well, first I want to say that if you're a beginner and you're thinking, like, you see all these like gurus and stuff, and like myself included, if you want to put me in that category, and we say like 6-figure business, like make 6 figures in affiliate marketing, is like, that seems unbelievable to a beginner. Like, that seems like, oh my God, that's like unbelievable, like 6 figures. Oh man, like, holy crap. I want to spell it out to you like this. I don't have the biggest audience in the world. I think my Facebook group at the moment of this interview is probably 630 members or something like that. And I've already been at 6 figures before that. You don't need to have the biggest audience. Facebook has about 3 billion active users per month. In order to have a 6-figure business, think about it like this. All you need is 100 people to pay $1,000 with you in a year's time. You know, and when you think of it like that, it's like, that's really not that hard. And it's not. What happens is a lot of beginners start using a tactic or a strategy or something they learn, and it doesn't work immediately as the guru says it will, and then they give up. And then they try something else. And then they follow me. And they're like, oh, man, Joel, I tried your thing. It didn't work. I'm going on to the next one. I'm like, what? Well, how long did you try it? For 2 days. I'm like,
yeah, you gotta be,
okay. It's going to take a little longer than that. Like, I think that comes from, this is the main, before I get into the strategy, this is the main problem with switching from a 9-to-5 way of thinking into a business way of thinking. It's that business income is exponential versus 9-to-5 is I show up for an hour, I get a paycheck for that hour. I'm compensated immediately. You have to understand that when you're building a business, you're building up momentum.
Right.
So those payments are coming, but you don't see them yet. You may spend 3 months building a Facebook group, putting targeted members in there, speaking to them, building relationships, and et cetera, and not making a single penny for about 3 months. And next thing you know, on that 3rd month, you might say, hey, everybody who I've been talking to, will you buy this thing? And that 3rd month, you've made 10 grand in that month alone, more than you've ever made in a month at any job ever. And then your mind goes, how the hell did I do that? You know,
It all
it
snowballs.
makes no sense. What happened?
Yeah.
Right. And you don't realize that it was all the momentum you built up. So to talk about my strategy a little bit, it's all Facebook. I use all Facebook organic marketing. I do a lot of writing exactly when I'm writing my post. It's exactly what my target market would agree with, what they would raise their hand, say, hey, that's me. You know, if I write in someone else's group, then there's a ton of groups on whatever topic you're targeting. Join those groups. If I write in there, hey, who's new here in affiliate marketing? Everybody who says me or raises their hands or like, you know, smiles, whatever, I'm going to send those people a friend request because,
Yeah.
hey, that's my audience. They're everywhere. You know, people
Right.
are like, where do I get traffic? Where do I get leads? They're all over the place. All you have to do is write something or create something that will attract them, that will make them say, hey, that's me, and they'll identify themselves. That's it. And as soon as they say something or they agree, you know, I know that they're my target market. Send them a friend request, introduce myself. Hey, I'm the infamous Joel. I saw you were new in affiliate marketing. How's it going? Blah blah blah, and just build the relationship from there.
Yeah, that's fucking
Just
awesome.
build it from there. I'll send them to my group. I'll show them some free training. I'll show them some of my YouTube channel stuff. People need to see you. They need to get to know you. They need to trust you. What a lot of affiliates also do if they try this method is they jump in Messenger. They're like, hey, I saw you were new in affiliate marketing. Buy this thing. Look at this link. Oh, here's a link right here. Buy this. It's like, what?
Right.
All you're going to get is a lot of people blocking you and a lot of people pissed off. That is not the right way to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's all about relationships. It's all about organic. It's all about being, you know, people don't know you from a can of paint. So first impressions mean a lot. If your first impression with me or with whoever is like, I'm just spamming you and telling you to buy something, it's like, they don't really care about. I'm just a number to them. Take the time, joke around with them, get to know them, ask questions about them, and call people and show them stuff I'm doing on my screen. Like whatever. If you go above and beyond every other affiliate marketer in your niche, guess what you're going to get? Above and beyond income.
Right. Put in the fucking work, you get out, you know, what you put in pretty much.
Yeah. Also, I highly recommend a Facebook group. Facebook groups, if you don't have a Facebook group yet, get one. Make one quickly.
Yeah. No, I was late to the game on that. So let's talk about like long-term let's talk about long-term affiliate marketing. Like, you got like a long-term strategy you're thinking about, or like what do you think this is going to evolve into? What are your thoughts on that? Like, you just keep building an email list? Is that the best thing? Facebook group email list?
So right now, affiliate marketing is only part of my strategy. Now I've moved into coaching affiliates, and now I actually have a course that I'm selling for $9.97. But once you develop those skills of marketing, branding, you know, content creation, you know, sales is another good one. All those things that, because you don't have to do all that extra stuff in the beginning doing affiliate marketing, you can focus on the actual skill sets themselves. Once you get good at that stuff, now you have legitimately become an expert. So that's another thing that I think is a benefit of affiliate marketing, is that instead of going to school and learning all this stuff and just kind of waiting your turn and paying to go to school, affiliate marketing is a great way to earn while you're learning. So you're making money while you're learning in real time online marketing, branding, how to communicate. Communication's a big one. How to get people excited, copywriting, all this stuff. While you're learning those things, you like over time, you don't notice, you legitimately become an expert at that field. And that's when it's time to evolve. That's when it's time to create your own products, your own courses, your own affiliate programs, whatever it may be. And that's where you can leverage the time that you've spent. And there's always another level. So I don't know what the next level is for me, right? I'm actually planning on running ads here soon. I don't know what the next level is for me at the moment, but I know that the expert's journey kind of follows that sequence. You start off helping other people make money, and then it's like, hey, I know some stuff now. Let me make my own stuff.
Yeah.
And there you go, you know?
Well, I think a lot of my audience is beginner affiliate marketers, you know what I mean? So I know you have another course. You want to just maybe talk about that a little bit, kind of like what they're going to learn or what they're going to get into when they check that out.
Still a beta price now, but at some point here, and I'm thinking in about a month, it's going to be complete, and it's going to be $9.97.
Nice.
But it is going to I've taken a lot of courses. I've taken a lot of courses in both affiliate marketing, coaching, like you name it. I've taken a million courses. I'm a big course investor. I see a course out there, I just buy it. I'm just like,
I'm the same
I just
way,
buy
man.
it and I put it on. Yeah, I buy it, I put it on 2x speed, and I finish it in a weekend, and, and I just devour courses like you wouldn't believe. I'm just addicted to the education, but you know, and at this point, I only learn like a nugget or two in each course because I've heard it all already. But I'm making sure that this course, and it's called Total Affiliate Domination, lives up to its name.
Nice.
I'm making sure that it covers anything and everything you could possibly imagine. And the thing is, I'm gonna well, except for SEO, I'm gonna stay away from that because I personally don't have a ton of experience with it, and I want people to get as fast a result as possible.
Right.
So I threw in a lot of my social media techniques in there, which are very, very fast. And for the long game, I threw in YouTube, which I believe YouTube is a really good long-term, you know, that has SEO in it, but YouTube is the great long-term passive income stream kind of thing. Blogging, I'm not very experienced at. If I find someone who's like really good at that, I may have them teach it in the course, but I'm not going to teach something I personally have never done. You know what I mean? But it's all in there. There's a ton in there, and there's a lot in there I've never seen in other courses, such as phone calls. I've gotten really good at closing high ticket sales over the phone, which is like $500 or more in the affiliate space. You want to get on phone calls for that, and there's a lot of closing stuff in there. There's a lot of sales over the phone, and it's like next level stuff. So it's like, whoa. It's like I've never seen that in affiliate course. I've seen that in like sales courses and stuff, but I threw a lot in there that you probably wouldn't see anywhere else. And it's all designed to get you results as quickly as possible. A lot of affiliate courses, even if you take action on them, they'll probably take about 60 to 90 days to actually see any income. I want to make sure you see income the next day if you implement the things I'm teaching.
That's fire. So are there any like high ticket affiliate products that you're promoting that you're excited about that you think other people like that you can sell over the phone? Like what are you selling for these high ticket affiliate offers? Like, do you have any ideas?
I mean, there's a lot out there. I think I've never promoted it myself. I think it's a good product. I just never promoted it. Legendary Marketer has a high ticket affiliate program. I think it's $2,500 that they allow you. I think they allow you. I'm pretty sure they allow you to close it over the phone yourself. So does SAA, which is Super Affiliate Accelerator, Jacob Carissa's program. I'm pretty sure they also allow you to close over the phone yourself. So, I mean, if you take my course and learn a lot of the phone closing techniques in there, you can pretty much close any of those programs. Also, my own course has a high ticket affiliate program in which I pay 50% out or more, depending on if you close your own sales.
There you go. That's dope.
But yeah, there's a bunch out there.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you had any that you're real interested in. How did you learn like copywriting and sales? What kind of led you down that path, or what do you think about all that?
I've never been really good at copy. I've learned basic stuff, and then I just throw my own spin on it. Like, because of branding, you don't want to sound too cookie cutter. Right. So I know copy, but at the same time, I'm like, who here just took a shit? You know, it's like, I still throw it into my own language. It's like, what's wrong with this guy? Because I also like the element of surprise and standing out. But how I learned a lot of the things that I've learned in my time in affiliate marketing was through force, really, kind of like through, it was a necessity.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, every time that I felt bottlenecked, like I don't know how to grow anymore from here, the answer just kind of came to me. It's like, oh crap, I need to learn this, and then that weekend I'd buy 3 or 4 courses, learn everything I could, and then it's like, oh, I'm better now, and then just constantly be improving. But you're always going to be improving. I'm always going to be improving. It's a never ending thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then how often are you booking sales calls just through Facebook Messenger? Like you just try and do it every day and then you try and sell something, or what are you thinking?
Um, It really depends. You're going to have a mixture of different audiences,
Yeah.
and after a while, you get a feel for who would be a good call,
Yeah.
who needs help through a call, because a call is more so for that teetering on like cold or warmish audience, but it feels like they would benefit most from a call, because a call makes it so much more personal. You pay so much more attention. The thing about it, when you're on a call, right? Especially if you're like in a room by yourself, you can pay more attention on the phone than if you're just online, like you're on Messenger, or you're like, there's so many different distractions. So
Yeah.
if if this lead is more warmed up to me, they've been in my group for a while, they've seen my content, there's probably no need to get on a call. We can probably just, close the sale there in Messenger. It really just depends, but you get a feel for it after a while, who should get on a call with you, and who you can probably just send them a link and they can just buy your thing now, with a few conversations there, and that's it.
Right. So just probably wrapping up, but since you're coaching affiliate marketers and stuff like that, what do you think is the number one problem that you can help affiliate marketers like conquer and move through so they can be balling? Just make it happen. Not balling.
Number one by far, and I mean, it takes the cake. Like, it takes the cake. It's the winner. It's number one, and whoever is second in that race is like miles behind. Number one is long-term thinking. That is the game changer. In the beginning, I know all affiliates go through it. Everybody starting their online business goes through it. You have shiny object syndrome. You're looking for quick fixes. You're looking for the push button technique. Everything feels like a big secret. All the gurus are not telling you how it works. And it just like feels like it's never going to work out. It feels like, oh my God, it's been 3 months. I haven't made a penny yet. I don't understand what's happening. And the thing is, like I said earlier, that job mentality, when you want to see a result right away, it doesn't work that way. But it is exponential. You don't want to lose hope, because it's exponential. When you work at one strategy, find one strategy. I don't care who you follow. You follow me, you follow, Dick, Bob, and Harry. I don't care who it is. They tell you, here's the strategy. Here's what I do. Here's what made me, rich and successful, whatever. They tell you the strategy. They break it down. You just work that strategy, close everything else off, put the blinders on, close your ears, don't listen to family, friends, nobody. Work that strategy until it starts working. I don't care how long it takes. You have to develop a long-term mindset. You have to develop a long-term mindset is number one. You don't go to the gym, like lift a few dumbbells, and now you have like Arnold Schwarzenegger pecs. It's a long-term effect. It's like that's what a lot of the new affiliates don't see. And to be honest, it's really not their fault. I don't blame them too much, because a lot of the marketing around the affiliate marketing space is that like fast money, easy, like, a lot of the gurus step out. They're like, oh man, it's so quick to get started. Look how I made $17,000 just this week alone. They're like, oh my God, I got to get into that. What you don't see is that guru's been online for like 5 years now, and they've developed a list of thousands and thousands of leads. They don't tell you that part.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's gonna happen for you. It's gonna work, but do not keep switching your strategy. Keep on jumping to the next big thing. Just stick to one thing and make it work. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna work.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate it. Why don't you tell people
No problem.
where they can find you and reach you, and like where's the best place to connect?
The best place, number one, by far, is my Facebook group. It's called The Infamous Mob. It's the new age of affiliate marketing. That's all one title, but but The Infamous Mob is what we call the group. That's what we're all about. We're all about killing that 9-to-5, firing your boss. We're all dedicated. We're all positive in there. We all uplift each other, and we're there to talk shit and have fun. It's not a super serious. Please don't come in there talk about meditation and crystals and stuff. Like, just come in there and talk about whatever. Like, what? Yeah, it's. I've had those people in the group, and it's like, what are you talking about? You know, it's like, yeah, I like positivity, but you're like way woo woo all the way over here somewhere. Like, what is that? You know, we can come in, we can be in there talking shit about your boss and your job and how you're gonna quit one day. We love that. We love supporting the community, each other, and everybody. Just, you know, it's not a big salesy place. We don't like pitch each other's stuff. I don't pitch everybody's stuff all day, every day in there. I just have fun. You see the stuff I post in there. It's just mostly like fart jokes. Like,
no, it's an awesome group, man.
but that's a great place to go. I have a lot of free training in there too. It's a lot of beginner-friendly stuff, so that's the best place to go. And you can also reach out to me. I'm always available. I always help everybody out. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, fuck yeah. Thanks for coming on the show, man, and hopefully we'll do this again sometime. So I think that was awesome.
No problem. Yeah, anytime, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, stop recording. Peace, everybody.